friends, so today I'm going to show you how to make a skyline with your blocks. Now I'm going to use some wooden blocks here, but you don't have to use wooden blocks. You could use paper blocks, Legos, Duplos, recycled materials, anything to build a skyline. What do you think I mean by a skyline? So a skyline is the line of the buildings or houses or anything that goes vertically up, and when you look across, that is what you see. Like outside my window, I see rooftops and treetops and chimneys all across my window, and that's my skyline because I live on the 4th floor. So if I lived on the bottom floor, I would have to look up and I'd probably see the tops of buildings, or the top stories of buildings, and clouds, and maybe some lines where airplanes would go by. But how could we, as residents of New York City, make a city skyline? Because we are pretty much pros about what big buildings look like, right? So let's try to make it. So I'm going to take the blocks I have here. Now you probably want to do this on the floor, but for the video, Miss Kate is doing it here on my kitchen table. So I'm going to start with some different shapes of buildings, because not every building is going to be the same and the same height, right? So I'm going to make some different heights on my buildings. So this one I'm going to make there, and I make a little space between my building, and maybe this building has got a little more of an interesting architecture, shapes, and here maybe I've got like an interesting curved building like that. I don't know if it's gonna stay, friends, but what if that building does that like that? And maybe I'll have a building that's got like a tower on it like that. And maybe I will have some shorter buildings too, right? Because not all the buildings are going to be tall. Some of the buildings will be shorter, right? And here I've got some other blocks, and maybe I'll have these guys go in front. And I'll have that like that. And let's see, what else do I have here? I have an L-shaped one. This one will be like that. Okay, so now I've got a really big city here, and I'm going to take my camera so you can see it a little better. You see my building here, and we're going to fly over my building so you see the tops of the buildings and the side. And that here, this line would be the skyline. This is the skyline. So what would be up here? Birds and airplanes. Imagine that, and you could do this in your block center time as well. You could get your planes out and fly your planes over your skyline building. Okay? Try that out, and I'll see you next time.